Welcome back to 3 Shoe 1. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, smash the like button. Let's get into the video. Today we're taking a look at the collaboration with the K-pop star G-Dragon for the Peaceminusone Para-Noise 2.0 Nike Air Force 1. The entire shoe is inspired by the art piece shown here, and while the shoe looks plain at first glance, there are so many hidden details when you really get into it. Starting off the box, we can see it's an altered Air Force 1 box with the standard Nike black cardboard and plasticky Nike logo on top. Also, there's additional artwork on the side of the box detailing a print mural with the word life painted in multiple colors. Next, we can see the box tag, which tells us some of the information about the shoe. These released on November 25th, 2020 for a retail price of $200. Before we get into the shoe, let us know your favorite aspect of the original Para-Noise colorway in the comments below. Now let's get into the shoe. Getting into the shoe, you can see that for the most part it looks like a standard white Air Force 1, but that is far from it. The first thing on the shoe is that we can see a black paint smear on the outsole of the shoe. Also, while it can't be seen in this condition, if you remove the top layer of paint, a crazy design is revealed, similar to that on the outside of the box, and actually on the insole too, but later on that. Moving on to the back, we can see a vertical paint smear on the outsole and the classic Air Force 1 stylings on top. Getting to the front of the shoe, we can see the black laces atop the white tongue, but instead of the Nike logo on top, it is replaced with a black and yellow dandelion. The shoe also comes with a pretty cool hang tag that represents the shoe as if it's an art piece. The shoe also comes with a white pair of laces and some widgets that you can add onto the shoe, most likely on the top of the shoe. We can take a quick look at the outsole of the shoe, which is just a standard Nike Air Force 1 tracking with a dirty look, going along with the theme of the shoe being a worn shoe. Now is where things get crazy. We can move over to the inside of the shoe, where we can see the first words, Peaceminusone, written on the inside heel of the shoe and crossed out. Also, we can look at the insole and see a majority of the art from the beginning, and one shoe is with the flower, and the other is what looks like to be the phrase, "The flower is the youth of life." Stay tuned for some reselling information and our thoughts on where this shoe is heading in the future.
Now let's take a look at the resale for the Nike Air Force 1 Peaceminusone Para-Noise 2.0. These are currently reselling for around $450 depending on the size. Before a couple crazy sales before the drop, these almost immediately hit that $450 price point and then coasted around there. We can also take a look at the same silhouette, which dropped the year before in a black colorway. The average resale for these is a little higher at that $600 price point. Past sales show a similar bottom at that $450 price, and then over the past 2 years, they've increased around $250. While it won't help in forecasting, just for fun we could take a look at the Korea exclusive version that dropped. While the price is over $2,000 for these, one thing that these shoes do show us is that there is a strong demand for the K-pop collab. Taking into consideration that the dunks are going through a hype phase, if the Air Forces see one in the future, I can see these shoes being a huge resale increase. It is a bigger risk as an investment, but there's no telling where these shoes could go in the future. Regardless, it's a pretty dope shoe.